sorry if it's a little bouncy. I have been trying to give you guys an update for a while now. I got a profile to look at, like I told you in my last one, and I accepted them. And then I accepted them on a Friday, and on the next Friday, which was this last Friday, the 22nd, I think it was, I got a phone call. I was just expecting an email saying yes or no, but I got a phone call from a lady at Growing Generations, and they're like, oh, well, I just called to talk to you about the profile of the parents you looked at. And she didn't sound like super like excited or anything, so I honestly thought they had like turned me down. And then she goes on to say like, well, they really liked you and they can't wait to meet you, so I was wondering if you could come out on Friday to meet them. Sorry, but sorry. I'm driving, if you can't tell. But it's just on some back roads, so it's not a big deal yet. I'm gonna try to hurry this up before I get on the main road. Okay, so anyways, so I was like, this Friday? Like the 29th? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, the only thing is, since from where they're from, instead of having it out in LA, we're going to have it kind of at like a halfway point. So they told me I was going to fly into Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and then I was going to, after flying into Pittsburgh, I was going to be driven to West Virginia, which is actually just like an hour away. I just got the funniest look from somebody that passed me. Anyways, so I was like, oh, well, I don't know, because Glenn usually needs like 2 weeks in advance to get days off. And like with my work, they're a little bit more understanding, so I didn't really need to ask even. I was just like, yeah, I can go. So she emailed me her info so I could contact her as soon as I did know. And we were out running errands already, so we stopped by Glenn's work, and luckily the schedule hadn't been made yet, so he was able to request Thursday and Friday off. Yeah, so I emailed her saying it was going to be fine, and then yeah, so okay, so you guys are going to have to not mind the new angle, because I needed to get out of, I had it like my hand resting on top of the steering wheel, but I'm getting out into the main road now, so I'm not going to be looking at you guys. So anyways, they told me they'd have my itinerary on Monday, so they were really good. Like, it was faster than it was the first time when we went to LA. Like Monday, I got up, didn't check my email, went to work, which I go to work at 8, and then I checked it as soon as I got to work, and I had like the tentative itinerary, which they tell you to like look at and see if like the basic information is right, like where you're going to, where you're flying. And then they give you like another itinerary, which is pretty much, unless you change something, it's the itinerary, you know, but then they make sure like all the times are right and everything's gonna work for you. And then after that, then they give you one more itinerary that's like the official one. So I'm actually still waiting on like the official one, but I didn't change anything on the second one, so if I don't get emailed that, it's not a big deal because I have all the information I need. So it's actually really crazy. We have to leave tomorrow morning from our airport at 7:15 is when the flight takes off. So they recommend being there like an hour and a half to 2 hours early, and just driving to our airport from where we live takes about 3 hours. So we have to get up at like 2 and then leave pretty much right after that. So I have to have everything packed today. I have to drop Cody off with who's watching him tonight, otherwise I'd have to wake them up at like 2 in the morning to drop him off. And then like our day tomorrow is really interesting because we keep like we lose time and then we gain time. It's really odd. So like even though the flight's an hour and a half down to Phoenix, which is where we switch flights at, like we leave here at 7 and get there at like 7:50, but it's just because it's their time at 7:50, and then we leave at 8 or 8:59 or something like that Phoenix time, and get to Pittsburgh at like 4 or something p.m. just because of time difference. It's only like a 3-hour flight, but it looks like you're going to be in the air for like 6 hours. So we get there, we stay at a hotel that night right by the airport, and then in the morning they're picking us, a car will come with like a driver and pick us up to take us to the agency in West Virginia. So yeah, I don't even know. It's gonna be crazy. Anyways, after our meeting's at 11 o'clock Eastern time on Friday, and then afterwards we're encouraged to like go to lunch or dinner with the couple, and then apparently they've volunteered to take us back to the airport, since they offered to take us back to the airport since their flight back to where they leaves around the same time as ours does. And so we leave there at like 6 or something their time. 3 hours later we have like a 1-hour layover, and then we have an hour and a half long flight back up to Salt Lake, and then we land at 10:45 in Salt Lake, and then we have to drive back home. So we won't be able to pick up the baby until Saturday morning, because again we're going to get here at like 2 in the morning again. So it's going to be ridiculous. It's like a full 48 hours in our time that will be gone. So yeah, we're gonna be exhausted. And to top it off, Glenn works today, well, we both work today, but Glenn works tonight. So he's gonna work until like 10, and then he'll come home and we'll get like 3 hours of sleep, and then we will and then we'll have to leave. So it's gonna be really crazy. But anyways, I just wanted to tell you, and of course I'm going to record it like I did last time. Well, you know, the parts I can. I don't know if they're gonna want to be like on my video. So I'll record what I can, and I will update you as soon as I am able. If you follow me on Facebook, then you will get updates more regularly. So anyways, talk to you guys later. Bye.